Probably the most popular topic is managing and leading through change. There seems to be this assumption that there's a right way to manage transition and that you can actually control people and move them through it more quickly. And while there is no one right way, there are ways that are more effective and more efficient. So I am finding that that's a very popular topic as leaders and executives as well as employees are looking at how can I manage that process of transition more efficiently? How can I deal with sabotage and reluctance and resistance? And how can I sort of become faster at change as organizations become more nimble and the change becomes more frequent? Another topic that's very, very popular right now is motivating, and not just motivating the workforce, but motivating the workforce we have right now, which is different than any workforce we've ever had in our history, which is we have 5 different generations all working out there in the workplace. And they have been formed by different things that have gone on in their culture, financial issues and cultural issues and political issues. And so they come with a different set of values. You know, you've heard about Generation X and the baby boomers and Generation Y, and they're all out there. And it's not a one-size-fits-all world anymore. Not that it ever was, but the differences are so vivid. So managers don't always have the skills. They operate out of, if it worked for me, it'll work for you. And that doesn't reflect well in terms of how they actually manage and motivate people. So there's a much more interest in how can I get these people who are different than me chronologically. Then you have the issues of the multiple cultures and genders and ages, and you pull that all together. So it's not just managing differences, but managing the vast array of differences, which becomes very, very complex because managers are used to casting a wide net and doing something that works for everyone. And what we're finding is there isn't anything that works for everyone. So you really have to look at the more discrete information. That takes a lot more time and a lot more energy. And it's hard. And managers want to do what's easy because it's more efficient. So those two things are really, I would say, the biggest trends that I'm seeing is how do I motivate and manage people who are so different from each other as well as from me? How do I manage and lead through transition? And then the third one that is really much more of a personal focus, not so much a managerial focus, although there's a connection, is innovation and empowerment. How do I get people to act more, to innovate more, to take on more responsibility, to stop waiting for direction? And how can people feel more empowered, less like they are out of control and more like they actually are captains of their own ship? And some of that is done externally by managers, and some of that has to do with an internal focus on how you manage yourself and your organization.